Okay, well, hello, and thank you for joining us, and welcome everyone to this seminar exploring the impacts of social frontiers on the social mobility and integration of migrants. Thanks on behalf of the organisers to the project funders, Nordforsk, and to the Economic and Social Research Council, which is part of the UK Research and Innovation. I'm a BBC journalist, my name's Helen Grady, and I first came across the work of the Sheffield Methods Institute when I was making a Radio 4 documentary asking how we can create a culture of encounter. The phrase "a culture of encounter" comes from Pope Francis, and it caught our attention at Radio 4 because it seemed to sum up the dilemma that we were all facing back then, a few years ago now, here in the UK. It was after the referendum on EU membership, which really divided us all into leave or remain. And we wanted to know, how can we get to know, understand, and even form friendships with people who are very different from us, and perhaps who even hold very different views from us, people with whom we might profoundly disagree. And we also wanted to know how we could create a shared sense of belonging within very mixed, very diverse communities. These are really urgent questions for you as academics and for people like me as journalists, and they're questions that Radio 4 continues to explore with the help of academics and experts like you here today. When I first started my research on these questions, some people told me that the answer was very simple. It was all about contact. Prejudice and division would melt away, they argued, if only we could bring different kinds of people together. Of course, there is some truth in that, but the Sheffield Methods Institute's work has also shown how hard this is in practice, and it's revealed how invisible boundaries, social frontiers, are really dividing communities, preventing integration, and jeopardizing the life chances of those who grow up on either side of those divides. As COVID-19 has forced many of us to live much more local lives, there are fewer places where people can mix, understanding if and where these boundaries exist is perhaps more urgent than ever. And that's why I'm excited to hear what today's speakers have to say. We're going to hear first from Gwilym Pryce. He's Professor of Urban Economics and Social Statistics at the Sheffield Methods Institute. We're then going to get the Norwegian context from Liv Osland, and then Urban Lindgren will share the picture in Sweden. I'm then going to hand over to Gwilym, who's recorded a conversation with the former UK Home Secretary, Lord David Blunkett. And Gwilym will then chair a discussion with Glenny Jelstad from Drammen Municipality's Planning Department and Andreas Sandberg from the Church of Sweden. And there'll be a discussion at the end with an opportunity to ask questions. So please do send your questions for the speakers. You can put them into the chat box, and Gwilym and I will put those to the speakers. But I will hand over now to Professor Gwilym Pryce. He's Professor of Urban Economics and Social Statistics at the Sheffield Methods Institute and Department of Urban Studies at the University of Sheffield. He's Director of the Life at the Frontier project, and his research falls into multidimensional inequality, segregation, and immigration. Thank you.